Hi everyone and welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Lydia. If you like what you see in this video and watch my previous videos as well, consider subscribing or leave a like and a comment on any of the videos. It's all very much appreciated. In this video I'll be mainly sitting and talking to the camera, and what I'll be talking about is the mental impact that wildlife photography has had on myself and probably lots of other people too. And as you can see, it is very much the beginning of the bluebell season. It's not quite a carpet of blue, but it's nice to see nonetheless. So to start on a personal note, around 7 years ago I was diagnosed with a mild depression. As well as making some lifestyle changes, I found being in nature very much helped that progress to come out of depression. And the same thing occurred when the pandemic came. A lot of us took to sitting out in our gardens and visiting local patches just to enjoy being in nature and to enjoy the sounds, the sights and the smells that come with it. While most of this comes from personal experience, I know that a lot of us enjoy being just outdoors and in natural surroundings. We become captivated by the weather, the landscapes, the different seasonal events that happen throughout the year. There's a chance to disconnect from the digital world that a lot of us are associated with on a daily basis, and to simply enjoy nature as it is and the ability it has to improve our moods for the better. Even when we are not out in nature as regularly as most people, we find that listening to stories of other people's encounters with nature is just as amazing to listen to as it is to witness. And there's also the amazingly created documentaries of wildlife that occur nationwide, and it often shows us the unseen stories of life of mammals and birds that a lot of us don't see. At a younger age, I enjoyed reading a variety of nature books. I was becoming obsessed over the different animal groups and the names of everything from sharks and whales to butterflies and birds of prey. Learning about the natural world has not only enabled me to appreciate what our world has to offer, but to also get familiar with what wildlife is close to home for me and how I can go about seeing them if I wanted to. From learning birds and mammals' habits to the calls they make and the times that they're most active throughout the year. And this in turn has enabled me to develop my photography skills when it comes to being out in the field by understanding the behaviour of mammals and birds, the seasonal habits that they do. While it isn't a guarantee that the species I go to look for will appear, I still find value in doing the research and taking the trips necessary to enable me to capture images of the species I go out to find. To have my passions for nature and photography combined in this way is a wonderful feeling for me, because anything or nothing can happen, but at the end of the day I'll still be happy with being out in fresh air, looking at the flowers like the bluebells behind me, listening to bird song, and it just changes my mood either way, whatever happens, if I come away with a picture or not. I'm often quite content with being on my own, especially when I'm out in nature. I often feel a lot calmer and I can fully immerse myself in the landscape that I'm in. All the thoughts in my head go away for a while, and I really feel benefits of disconnecting from anything that's going on in life, or the general news that you hear around the world currently. When it comes to the photography side, I find that taking an image of a bird or a mammal or even just the landscape around me, I'm able to freeze a moment in time where I have a brief connection with the subject, and it's a memory I get to reminisce every time I look back at those images too. The feeling that I get from being in nature very much relates to a lot of people as well, and in today's world it is very much as important to respect the natural world and the wildlife that we live alongside, and to simply appreciate the nature around us wherever we are. While committing to certain projects in my photography, I often become a bit overwhelmed, and I'll become very fixated on needing to get the perfect image every time I'm outside. But as a lot of people will know, it is very much not the case when it comes to photographing wildlife. They're unpredictable. They can either appear unexpectedly and you not have your camera on you, or you could spend days within one location and not see the subject you wanted to find at all. And there is the typical weather as well. The first few months have been very much wet, and this is probably one of the few dry stays that we've had since the start of the year. And when that happens, when I feel overwhelmed or I feel stressed from not getting the image that I want to get, those are the moments where I just sit in the place that I am to just appreciate what is already here, and to know that there are other days that I can go out and photograph again. So I hope that you enjoyed this slightly different format of video On a day like today, I just really wanted to get out and appreciate the warm weather, and to also enjoy seeing the bluebells around me, listening to the bird song, and to really reflect on what wildlife photography and being in nature has done for me mentally. So I'll leave you with some more sights of the woodland that I'm currently in, and with that, I shall see you all in the next video. If you're interested in purchasing any of these items, whether it be for yourself or as a gift to a nature lover, you can find them through the link below.